Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. So kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Bowling Green's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Myers. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Lanier. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Past the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Carolina, 7, Bowling Green, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The short hand is Harris. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Chanticleer's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. Then forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Chanticleers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Punts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Thomas looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the point after is good.
14, Bowling Green, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running into the open space. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lanier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Past the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Thomas back to pass. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he makes the extra point.
That makes the score Coastal Carolina 21, Bowling Green 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Meyer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a man on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their... going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Steps away to find some room. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. Thomas looking to fire. Heaves it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today.
And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Thomas back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to... They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. The discard, and he's running free. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Lanier. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Thomas looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught. And they're able to get him down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Vincent. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Falcons line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Lost to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's fired. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. Quick step and go. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Just keep slinging it, using the quick game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Try to get the with a quick touch pass. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Breaks the tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the shot to clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Falcons want to move quickly.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. To grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Thomas back to pass. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the shot to clears after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run for it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.